is Destiny, and for my PESTEL simulation project, sorry, I chose the country Panama. And just a little background on my country and service. Panama is a country located in Central America, just like south of the border of Costa Rica. And it is a travel hotspot for people in America. Like a lot of Americans travel to Panama yearly, year round. And for my service, I decided to do a Pan Am travel concierge. And this service is basically just going to be like a specialized travel service designed to assist Panamanians in planning and booking seamless trips to popular U.S. destinations. And you might ask, like, why this service? Well, for that question, I have four logical reasons. Number one is the growing travel demand. Panama's middle class is expanding and increasing interest in international travel, especially to U.S. destinations for reasons like vacation, shopping, business. I feel like this service is definitely going to be helpful and for any of those aspects, whether they are vacationing, shopping, or business. And then two, it simplifies travel. Navigating visa processes, bookings, and cultural differences can be complexities, and I feel like my company is going to strive to make it simple and basically just stress free. Um, and targeted assistance focused on popular U.S. destinations like Miami, Orlando, New York, um, which are highly sought after by Panamanians. I feel like with focus on those cities as well as other big cities, that not my country, my service will do great in this country. And then lastly, it's convenient and it has customization options. So it provides personalized support, catering to specific needs and preferences. So whether they need um, a little bit more assistance than others, or they have certain preferences on where they want to go, we'll be able to provide all the help um, that we can and that will be needed. Um, and just a little political and geographic analysis. There were three issues that stood out the most when I was doing research on Panama and trying to conduct this business there. Number one was the financial concerns. There is limited financial transparency and unpredictable costs that impact budget and operations. But keyword impact, not prohibit. So, with all of these issues that I will explain, I will say that they are going to impact, but they are not going to prohibit the um, the functionality of this service. To avoid financial problems, I can conduct thorough financial audits, work with trusted local partners, and maintain flexible budgeting strategies to manage unpredictable expenses. The second problem was unreliable judicial systems. Delays and inefficiencies in legal systems can hinder contract enforcement and dispute resolution. There goes another word, hinder, not prohibit. Things such as secure expert legal counsel, familiar secure expert legal counsel who's familiar with the Panamanian law and prioritizes strong contractual agreements to mitigate risk can help risk management. And then lastly, corruption. Now, corruption is growing in this country, which is not ideal for this business, but it's also not too hindering. Corruption in government and business practices can create ethical challenges and operational obstacles. To try and avoid corruption, I can adopt strict compliance measures, promote transparency, and align with ethical local partners to uphold integrity in business practices. I feel like as long as I'm in communication with local businesses and I get their input on how they deal with corruption, and I kind of use that and then use what I found from research, I think we should be fine on corruption. And in economic analysis, there were three issues I found with the economy in Panama. One being the income inequality. Significant income disparity may limit purchasing power for certain market segments. So, because of that, I will try to tailor pricing strategies to offer a tiered service packages and make offerings accessible to broader range of customers. I'm going to try to like have different packages where like even if you feel like you can't afford it, I'm going to try to make it affordable for you. And then two, environmental hazards. So Panama faces risks like floods and climate related challenges, which can disrupt operations. I mean, I'm not going to have my employees go out in the middle of a hurricane or a massive flood just to make a few dollars. Like safety is very important and is going to be key in this service because Panama does face so many environmental like hazards. I think trying to navigate through those will be a challenge, but like I said previously, not impossible. And then public debt. High public debt can affect economic stability and consumer confidence. Like, I know if I'm in debt, I'm not going to want to spend my money because I already owe money. So, why am I spending more? So, I feel like maybe if we, like, in the future create um, a feature that helps them navigate through their debt and then eventually get them prepared to book with us, I feel like that would be very accommodating for those who do have high public debt. And then, um, besides that, I will also need to monitor economic trends closely and emphasize value driven offerings to build trust and maintain market relevance during economic fluctuations. And then there just were a few issues with the social and cultural life in Panama. Um, Number one was language barriers because the official language in Panama is Spanish, and communication is often polite and indirect, which can impact business interactions. So if I were to hire employees, I'm going to hire like Spanish speaking employees, possibly Panamanian natives, so the people can feel more connected to them and because they know how to talk. They know how their people talk and interact. So I feel like um, hiring Panamanians as staff would be very rewarding for our business. Um, yeah. And then family and community values. So there's strong emphasis on family and community influences, purchasing decisions, and business relationships. Family and community values are very high on the list of values in Panama. They value their family and community so, so much. So I think I will have to tailor to that and align marketing strategies with family oriented values by emphasizing how services benefit families and support local traditions. I feel like that is going to be a key part of how I'm going to honor family and community values. And then the last one is just recognition of national symbols. So national symbols like the Panama Canal can hold cultural significance and resonate with Panamanians. So I'm going to try to incorporate references to national pride, such as the Panama Canal, into marketing campaigns to create a connection with local customers because I wouldn't want to do business with something that is completely foreign to me and it doesn't represent my home, especially if it's in my home. Like you want to try to represent what the Panamanians take pride in, because if not, then that already puts you at a distrust with the customers. And then technical, environmental, and legal issues. So for technical, the number one thing definitely was internet connectivity. Panama's varying internet connectivity can affect the reliability of online reservations and customer service platforms. So in order to like deal with that, I would have to optimize website and app functionality for low bandwidth connections to provide alternative booking methods such as phone or in-person bookings because there is so much nature in Panama and there's rivers, ocean, they're surrounded by the ocean. So internet is sometimes hard to come by. So I feel like offline booking options is definitely going to be beneficial for this company. And then for environmental, the eco-friendly practices are very, very important in Panama. Like they're very green, and it makes sense because they are literally like they have so much nature there. So I don't question why. But promoting environmentally sustainable travel that aligns with Panama's environmental goals is definitely going to be beneficial for us. Trying to partner with eco friendly accommodations and airlines and emphasize sustainable travel options in marketing campaigns is going to be my approach on promoting eco friendly practices. And then with legal, The number one issue was just compliance with cross border regulation. Since we are going into another country, we have to make sure that they're able to go there. Um, Ensuring compliance with U.S. travel policies and Panama's consumer protection and data privacy laws is critical. Working closely with legal experts to stay updated on regulations and implement strict data protection measures to maintain trust and compliance is definitely something that my service is going to have to honor, because we're crossing borders into other countries. There are different laws that we're going to have to deal with, but that is the whole point of my service, is to that we're going to deal with that stuff just so the Panamanians can live stress free and they can travel. And then for reflections and key insights, the number one thing, and I think this is important in general, but like when doing research for this company, I feel like the number one thing was the importance of cultural awareness. Understanding Panama's emphasis on family values and national pride was crucial. Um, it was a crucial realization for me. It highlighted the need to design marketing strategies to recreate to resonate with these cultural elements, ensuring a deeper connection with the target audience. I feel like finding out what they value and incorporating that is definitely something that will help my business. Uh, and then adapting to technical limitations. Recognizing the challenges of inconsistent internet connectivity in Panama emphasized the importance of developing robust, user friendly digital platforms. I feel like the offline option is definitely something that is going to be useful. It definitely will be useful, because not everyone can get to internet. And having that option is just going to help us, because if all of our bookings are online and people can't get online, then we have no bookings. And this reflection stressed the need for alternative solutions like offline booking options and to ensure accessibility for all customers. And then lastly, prioritizing sustainability in services. Um, Learning about Panama's environmental goals reinforced the need for eco-friendly practices, like I stated previously. This reflection underscored the value of partnerships and sustainable accommodations and promoting green travel options as a way to appeal to environmentally conscious travelers. I feel like those who are scared to travel, because planes do emit a lot of gases into the air that are not good for the environment. I feel like those concerned with that will be more inclined to work with us if they hear that we are working with airlines and trying to find the most sustainable ways to travel while keeping the environment safe. Yeah. And then just a few references. And that is the end of my presentation. I just want to say I had so much fun creating this presentation, mainly because I am a travel connoisseur. I am so passionate about traveling. It's something that I do often and I will continue to do. And it's also what inspired me to create this business. I feel like when people go to Panama, yeah, they're having fun, but the natives there, they're working. Like they greet us, they're so polite, but at the end of the day, this is their job. And I feel like they don't really get to experience travel. So giving them something to look forward to and something that they can work forward to, I feel like is very important. Like I think it's gonna increase their interest in travel, like I hope. And I also think it's going to make them appreciate travel in a whole new light. So yeah, I had so much fun creating this, and I just want to say thank you to the professor and the classmates this semester. We all have helped each other out over a group me, and yeah, I just want to say have a good winter break and have a great semester next spring, guys. Bye.